Hey, Diana, can we make a little stop in Breslau? I haven't seen my fiancée in a while and I need some human intercourse.
Hey, no. I let you go. You take me to the war. We made a deal, and a deal is a promise. And a promise is unbreakable.
Just how old are you? Fine, let's go to Berlin. We need to get you some papers. You'll pass as a war correspondent or something like that. I need you to see a friend of mine here while I take care of your papers.
Huh? You are alive, Captain.
Whoa, easy now, Frau Schmidt. I have a fiancé back in Breslau.
Natal said you were dead. I'm glad he was wrong.
This is Frau Schmidt. She works in the War Secretariat.
What is a secretary?
No, Secretariat. You have a weird accent.
Well, that's where public servants like me do all the paperwork for these military types. Well, where I'm from, that's called slavery. Right.
All right. Enough with this socialist crap. We need to get Diana some modern clothes.
So, you're Jewish or something?
Is this what passes for armor in your country?
Armor? No. It's fashion. It helps to keep our tummies in.
Why must you keep them in?
Only a woman with no tummy would ask sharp questions. Take this one. We can charge it to the Secretariat.
Give it a try.
Very well.
All right, I'm going to the Secretariat. I'll see you guys.
6 hours later.
All right, I have the papers. Everything is set. So, you've got past the mental test yet? Why didn't you try these glasses on?
I gave her my glasses already, Captain. Doesn't she look great? Although she does look a little bit Jewish.
Okay, let's move on to the next map sequence.
This bar is the closest to the front. You'll find my friends from the infantry here. Yeah, we better be careful. Some of these peasants are a little unruly.
Le voilà.
Who the hell are you? And don't bring your dog here again. Alright, people, listen up. This is Diana. She's a foreign observer reporter. She's with us so we can get some good publicity. Alright? This is Anne, my cousin. Hi. How come you're still fat, Anne? What do you mean? What's that food? It's more sawdust than anything else. But I like sawdust. When you disgust me, come on. For goodness sakes. Hey. This is our commander, Metal. Metal, stop crying, Metal. Metal, we haven't lost the war yet, Metal. For the sakes, Metal, the peasants are looking.
This man is no fighter.
I'm sorry, he's been like this since Wolf left us.
Now we have to win the Great War. Ah, damn it. Fucking battle. The line gets broken, and the fucking front line, they all die within about 5 seconds. Like, literally all of them die. And who the fuck cared about them? I feel pissed!
Oh, he's alive. He's been discharged. He's in a sanatorium. He's in his Prussia. I think proud, guys. Yes, that place is a dump. What?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back.
Why, Longman? Diana, this is Moller. He's been in the regiment the longest. Moller, this is Diana. I met her when I crashed on a Greek island close to Africa, I think, for some reason.
Congrats, dude. I thought you were dead for sure.
She's a foreign observer. She'll be coming with us to the trenches. so we can get some intelligence.
Okay, just your run-of-the-mill intelligence, I assume? I don't think that's a good idea. Who was the fucking carnival penis that approved this humorous fudge?
Listen up, Muller. I pulled a few strings and I've obtained permission for this, alright?
I guess that's true if you say so.
Muller, why do you have to be such a massive?
That's risky as fuck. The plan is to literally just sort of look around. I guess this is a plot. What about the integrity of the entire area? What stops the fucking chonkler from being buried? Just what the
You know, you can go on for hours like this.
Don't you know that's subjective?
You know, Muller, you have a weird accent. From which part of the Reich are you?
And I'm Rag.
I wouldn't say, Rag, be quiet. You know these French peasants don't like doggos in their bars? Alright. So, Rex, what have you been up to lately?
I'm just gonna be honest with you, it's been rough. But potatoes mean a lot to me.
What?
I think that you're a good person. To put so much on the line for this...
Really? Are you drunk?
Hell yeah. Excuse me, crying person. Metal.
Yes, please.
Metal. What do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up.
It's a fair question, Metal.
29.
Shut up. Mahler, you and I, we're friends.
Yumbo.
Can you do this in memory of me?
What?
No, I need you to carry onwards. Just carry onwards.
Oh,
Alright? He is so... How come no one else is talking right now?
I said no dogs allowed.
Oh, crap.
Jesus Christ.
How did she do that?
I saw everything. It was that Jewish-looking girl over there.
Listen, guys, she can take care of herself. Let's just do this, alright?
Welcome to the Western Front, where civilization came to die. Careful. Alright, don't get too far. Why is everyone wearing British helmets, for goodness sakes?
Hilfe, bitte Hilfe. Ich kam hierher, um meinen Mann zu suchen. Wir haben zu Hause nichts zu essen. Und was noch schlimmer ist, er sagt jetzt, dass das Kind zu dünn ist, um ihm zu gehören. Vielleicht können Sie etwas tun, da Sie irgendwie jüdisch aussehen.
Yo, hey, Wolf. Nobody killed you yet? I hate that guy. He has a weird mustache and I don't know, the bad vibe.
We need to help these people.
Alright, who let this woman here? You did? No, the ugly one.
We cannot leave without helping them. These people are dying.
Well, of course they are. We all are. We've been under British blockade for 3 years now.
So what? So we do nothing?
We've been eating nothing but turnip and sawdust. I mean, it's idiots. But I like sawdust. Shut up, Anne.
So what? So we do nothing?
But we have been doing something. We've been counter-blockading them. We started by stopping their merchant ships and sinking them according to price rules. You know, making sure the crews are safe and all that. But, well, that didn't do any good.
How can you say that?
Well, because the Secretary of Navy ordered all merchant ships to start ramming submarines wherever they met them. So, well, we have to start sinking them without warning.
And what is the matter with you?
which was probably the idea in the first place. I mean, if we can pick and choose, we'll end up sinking neutral shipping and passenger ships, and that's exactly what happened with the Lusitania. I mean,
how can you say that?
there were hundreds of deaths, including neutral Americans, and it was a PR disaster for us. Pretty sure they were transporting war contraband, which basically using human shields, but of course, no one remembers that.
And what is the matter with you?
Hey, I know, no one likes killing civilians, alright? And you did pledge and fulfill stopping unrestricted submarine warfare, twice.
Yeah.
But the British never lift their blockade, not even one single day since the war started.
So what, so we do nothing?
I mean, I have no idea how many German civilians will starve to death. I mean, hundreds of thousands maybe.
So what, so we do nothing?
I think if we are forced into an armistice, they'll probably keep the blockade for another 6 months or so. And
Crap.
I think sometimes that these teenagers that are watching their loved ones die might be stupid enough to someday, maybe 20 years from now on, use starvation as a weapon of destruction as well. But they probably won't do that. Will they? Nah.
So what, so we do nothing?
Listen, Diana, we all know what you can do, but we can't ask you to fight this war for us, alright?
Like, why?
Everything I told you back in the island, and right now, was the truth.
Truth is not beautiful, my dude.
No.
But it wasn't all of the truth. We've done things. Bad things.
You're a traitor to your race.
And what is the matter with you?
We've practically pushed Austria into war. Sure. It was a preventive defensive war against a rogue state that was threatening their existence, but it was war nonetheless, with all the horrors and risks that come with it.
How can you say that?
We completely misjudged the Russians, alright? We're in the middle of a full-scale military build-up financed by the French. 3 more years, and they would have been unbeatable. Why would they risk war then?
Crazy.
Then, of course, came all that business with Belgium. I mean, in hindsight, having just one war plan was not a good thing, but we needed to get to France quickly before turning to Russia. For defensive purposes, of course.
And what is the matter with you?
We weren't expecting the Belgians to put up resistance, and I admit that...
I cried. Maybe.
How should I put it? Exaggeration when dealing with the civilian population.
How can you say that?
Apparently, conservative-minded armies have a tendency to mistreat civilian populations. I mean, the Austrians also did it in Serbia, and the Russians, on our promise of East Prussia, right? Even before we set foot in Belgium, they were making atrocities there. Of course, no daring like that.
How can you say that?
Hey, those are the rules, alright? The rules are the rules.
And what is the matter with you?
Listen, combatants are combatants, and non-combatants are non-combatants, alright? First get to fight, the second don't. If the second starts using weapons against the military, they are, what's the term? Frontiers, and, well, they're basically terrorists. So we have to give them a fair trial, and then shoot them.
I don't like those at all.
Of course, what's the law is one thing, and what's fair is another, and, well, we might have exaggerated a little bit, but,
How can you say that?
Yes, I know the Belgians, poor Belgians, all those poor Belgians. They never hurted anyone. Congo. 2 million. 50 years. What the fuck is South Africa? Shut up, man! That was one crazy general. It's different. Which side are you guys on?
And what is the matter with you?
I mean, apparently it's very bad when you force a neutral country into war by putting your forces there and shelling the royal palace and exploiting the divisiveness in the country by putting government against the opposition.
How can you say that?
Of course, I'm actually describing British and French violation of British neutrality in 1915, but of course, nobody remembers that either.
Hashtag Imperial Germany did nothing wrong.
let's face it, this sort of collateral damage is sad, but it happens. It doesn't mean there's a voluntary will towards those civilians. I mean, it happened in Belgium, it happened with the Austrians, it happened with the Bulgarians against Serbs, it happened with the Russians against us, it happened with the Turks. Well, I mean, let's forget the Turks for now. Shut up, boy!
As far as I can tell.
Listen, I admit we did a lot of things wrong in Belgium, but we...
Huh? Why would... No.
We didn't skewer babies in bayonets, or rape nuns, or crucify priests, or whatever the things that they tell you in Allied propaganda. Flat out lie. British needed that to turn public opinion in favor of the war, because they didn't even have conscription when these things started, and they trying to bring all the neutrals in, and they call it the rape of Belgium. I mean, it's a rape, come on.
Rape is subjective.
Shut up, Mola. You're not helping.
Oh, it was incredible.
So what? So we do nothing?
The fact is, we don't have any propaganda machine like they have. I mean, look at the case of that British nurse matron, what was her name? Edith Clavell, yes, right. But helping British prisoners to escape, which is against the law, so we put her on trial, she was found guilty, and we shot her.
And what is the matter?
Everybody was outraged. Oh, the German shot a woman. The French shot 2 German nurses at about the same time for doing the exact same thing. And let's face it, they were right to shoot them, because that's illegal. I mean,
how can you say that?
But when we do it, it's all that propaganda. And besides, I'm pretty sure she was fine as well.
I ain't confirming nothing like that.
And now the British have came up with some cadaver factory theory. They're going around saying we have a factory back behind the front where we take the bodies of dead soldiers, Germans and Allies, and process them into making lubricants for our war machines. I mean, that's ludicrous. People actually believe this crap.
So what? So we do nothing?
No. And even in the case of Lusitania, the British are going around saying we fired 2 torpedoes. Which is not true. We fired 1, and it sank faster than we predicted.
How can you say that?
They insisted we fired 2, which would be barbaric, but then again, there's no way they could know that we only fired 1, unless they could read out naval codes, which I'm sure they don't, in which case they would be lying, which I'm sure they aren't. Or are they? I don't know.
He has no idea.
Things look really bad. I mean, the way this is going, with all this propaganda, if we are forced to surrender, we're not getting a fair deal. Not like France got it 100 years ago, after the Napoleonic Wars. They're gonna go full Monty. Particularly now that the Americans are in with their progressive president.
So what? So we do nothing?
No, they're probably gonna torn apart Austria-Hungary and leave the Balkans to be completely divided. We, I don't pray for I don't know who or what.
So what? So we do nothing?
They're going to do away with the Ottoman Empire, and I don't know when the Middle East will ever get straight.
So what? So we do nothing?
And Germany, well, wars don't decide who's right, only who's left. They will take everything from us.
Yeah, I guess.
A people that doesn't stand for something will fall for anything. And I dread to think what crap my people will fall for in the next 20 years, and the damage they can do for themselves and others.
I'll get revenge on those Jews, mark my words.
Yes, we're probably watching the end of Western civilization. We had a good run, I guess.
I don't know, that's something people say.
I'll try to arrange a truce with the guys on the other side of no man's land. At least you'll get to see what's going on and maybe tell some I don't know. It's not saying something stupid, is it? So, I have the guys from the other side from Australia.
that doesn't exist, and it's not on any map, and there are no photographs of it.
And only people who have
It's just-
apparently lived there know about it. It's like,
Do you guys know Australia, land of the convicts and criminals?
Oh my god, I can't believe you said that. That's
Shut up,
so
Metal.
fucked.
See, let me handle this, alright? Yo, how's it? How's it? How's about the truth? Christmas is still far away, but Halloween is around the corner. Everyone knows Halloween is better than Christmas, right?
Well, I mean, it's plain to see beyond any doubt that Halloween is a retarded inbred cousin, simping beta cuck to the alpha chad that is Christmas.
Wow.
Halloween is the festering pussy boil on the otherwise pristine shining ass of Christmas. Halloween is shepherd's pie made with crap, where Christmas is the glorious spaghetti bolognese. Halloween is Captain Marvel, where Christmas is the Don. I would rather be tied to a pole and have a horde of rats eat off my balls while having Cardi B's music injected into my ears, interspersed with Brie Larson giving me a lecture on my toxic masculinity, with Movie Bob doing a striptease in front of me, than only get Halloween in lieu of Christmas. Words cannot express the exalted, wondrous glory that is the greatest holiday of all time, space, and existence, which is Christmas. Peace on earth and goodwill to men, bitches.
Well, that didn't pan out. Then we'll have to try something else.
No, but it's what I'm going to do.
What did she say?
Oh crap, what is she doing?
Holy mother of Hades.
Rags! Rags! We need some artillery backup!
Oh, it's a gun!
Don't stand so close to the... I'm sure you'll be fine. The Australian commander is hesitating.
No, no, no. Oh, fuck, fuck. No, no, no. Oh, fuck. No!
Now's the time. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, people. Who was this guy?
No!
What?
Let's go!
Come on, people, before she gets herself killed. Well, these days they'll be voting.